The final whistle blew, echoing the emptiness in the hearts of Arsenal fans. Another season, another year without a trophy. This time it was the crushing reality of a Champions League semi-final defeat to Paris Saint-Germain. The 3-1 aggregate scoreline, while respectable, masked the deep disappointment of a night where Arsenal's dreams were dashed once again. The familiar pangs of what if and if only are back. It's a recurring nightmare for a club steeped in history, a club that once dominated English football. The ghosts of title challenges and cup runs past now haunt the Emirates Stadium, a constant reminder of glories gone by. The current generation of Arsenal players, for all their effort and endeavour, have fallen short once more. The weight of expectation, the burden of history, seems to weigh heavy on their young shoulders. For Mikel Arteta, the manager tasked with restoring Arsenal to their former glory, the pressure continues to mount. Another trophyless season begs the question, how long will the Arsenal board persevere with their project? The Parc des Princes, a cauldron of noise and expectation, became Arsenal's latest European heartbreak. The second leg of the semi-final against PSG was a microcosm of their season. Moments of brilliance interspersed with costly errors. The Gunners started brightly, their passing crisp, their movement fluid, but PSG with their individual brilliance always posed a threat. The opening goal, a thunderous strike from Fabian Ruiz, was a hammer blow to Arsenal's hopes. Bukayo Saka, Arsenal's young star, had a night of mixed emotions. He saw a golden opportunity to equalise, agonisingly saved by the imperious Gianluigi Donnarumma. It was a turning point, a chance missed that would come back to haunt them. Achraf Hakimi's goal, a well-worked team effort, extinguished any lingering doubts about the result. Saka's late consolation goal was a mere footnote in a match that exposed Arsenal's frailties. The Champions League exit was a bitter pill to swallow, but it was merely the culmination of a season of near misses for Arsenal. The FA Cup, a competition they once dominated, saw them unceremoniously dumped out by Manchester United in the third round. The Carabao Cup offered a glimmer of hope, a deep run that ultimately ended in semi-final heartbreak against Newcastle United. The Premier League provided a semblance of respectability, a likely second-place finish, a testament to their consistency, if not their ability to challenge for the ultimate prize. But consistency without silverware is a hollow achievement. It's the difference between being a nearly team and a team that makes history. For Arsenal, the gap between potential and reality remains frustratingly wide. The final whistle in Paris signalled not just the end of a game, but also ignited a familiar debate amongst the Arsenal faithful. Is Mikel Arteta the right man to lead the club back to glory? The Emirates Stadium, once a symbol of unity and hope, is now a cauldron of divided opinions. There are those who believe in Arteta's project, who see the progress made, the foundations laid. They point to the youthful exuberance of the team, the attractive style of play as evidence that Arsenal are on the right track. Then there are the others, the skeptics, the ones scarred by years of underachievement. They see a manager who has been given time and resources but has yet to deliver a tangible reward. They crave a return to the winning mentality, the ruthlessness that once defined Arsenal. The debate rages on, a microcosm of the wider footballing world where patience is a virtue rarely afforded. For Arteta, the noise is deafening. He knows that results, not words, will ultimately determine his fate. As the dust settles on another trophyless season, attention turns to the summer transfer window. It's a time for reflection, for rebuilding, for Arsenal to address the shortcomings that have held them back. The arrival of Andrea Berta as sporting director signals a shift in approach. Berta, renowned for his shrewd dealings and eye for talent, has been tasked with identifying players who can take Arsenal to the next level. Rumours abound of potential targets. Victor Gyökeres, the prolific Swedish striker, is seen as the solution to Arsenal's goal-scoring woes. Nico Williams, the electrifying Spanish winger, is on the radar to add pace and width to the attack. And Martin Zubimendi, the composed Spanish midfielder, is being lined up to provide steel and creativity in the middle of the park. Whether these names materialise or not remains to be seen, but one thing is for sure: Arsenal need reinforcements, players with experience, quality and a winning mentality, if they are to bridge the gap between themselves and the elite. For Mikel Arteta, the clock is ticking. Another season without a trophy has only intensified the scrutiny on his position. The board, to their credit, have publicly backed their manager. They see the progress, the potential, the long-term vision that Arteta espouses. But football is a results-driven business. Patience, as they say, is a virtue, but it is not infinite. Arteta needs to deliver, and he needs to deliver soon. The pressure is on to translate promising performances into tangible rewards. The summer transfer window will be crucial. Arteta needs the right players who fit his philosophy and can elevate the team to the next level. He also needs the unwavering support of the board, the fans, and most importantly, his players. The 2025-26 season promises to be a defining one for Arteta and for Arsenal. It's a season where potential must be converted into silverware, where hope must be transformed into belief. The clock is ticking and the time for excuses is over.